As you begin your journey to transform your warehouse into an information real-time environment, you're going to need some new tools for transformation. The first tool we want to look at is Agility Mobile. This is a Windows application. It runs on an Android RDP device. This is a Motorola Zebra 9300. And this will be used to scan and print barcodes out in the warehouse. The second tool is the Agility Desktop. The Agility Desktop turns your information in B1 into more of an Excel-like spreadsheet environment. Basically, on the left, I have a folder group, and in each folder, I have many components. I've opened the purchase order component, and I'm looking at all my purchase orders, and I can filter and sort right here. We can do the same thing inside the B1 menu system. So you can see here under production, I have an Agility tab, and under that I have production orders. And I can open them right inside the B1 environment. Depending on your licensing and the way that you want to drive the system, there are different tools to do different things. Some people want to use Agility inside B1, other people like it outside. And printing. When you begin to modernize your warehouse into barcoding, you're going to need a print engine. And Wisys comes with Agility Label Designer and Print Engine. So you can print labels as you produce products, as you do receiving, as you need labels and documents all along your path of automation. It's built in. We also have a form designer. The form designer is the tool that we use to build the application. So here is the tool we use to build the screen and add fields and logic. And this is what it looks like in runtime mode when you actually turn it on and run it. It doesn't take any program to do this. It's all done with configuration. So let's go ahead and get set up for today. I'm going to take a look at a sales order, a work order, and a purchase order. The goal is someone ordered a Wisys logo t-shirt. I'm going to make a Wisys t-shirt, and I'm going to also purchase some raw materials that I need and bring those in through a goods receipt. So here are our transactions for today. We're going to take a look at the goods receipt PO with a label, a work order issue. We're going to issue a white t-shirt to the job, and then we're going to add a label, and we're going to do production receipt and do a finished good label. Then we're going to do a simple delivery note to get the product sold and out the door, and I'll follow up with something quick on cycle counting. Let's see how it works. We'll go ahead and load Agility Mobile. I'll use it in the emulator mode so you can see me do transactions right here. Okay, so I have the application open. All these icons come to me based upon my role. I'm going to also open the Agility application on the desktop. So if I want to look at a purchase order, I'll find my purchase orders. And I want to work on purchase order 1258. When I click on the item itself right here, it shows me all the different line items on that purchase order. I might want to filter, open, and I can quickly sort down or filter down and grab what I'm looking at, 1258. If I click on it, it'll open that purchase order directly in B1 for me if I have the desktop loaded. Okay, I need 500 t-shirts, and I'm going to go ahead and bring those in. So let's use the scanner. If you have all this barcoded and scanned, you can scan your purchase order. You can scan your item. You can capture the batch number, and you can enter the quantity that you want to receive. I'll go ahead and save that and then post it. As soon as I do the posting, it'll send the label to the label printer. I'm printing to my screen so you can see it. So let's try to do another transaction. Let's go ahead and do something on a work order. So I'll come over here to production, and I'll look at my production grid down here. Here's production orders. The production order I want to work on is 158. So you can see here that I have a planned quantity of 158. And I'll go ahead and do the material work here. So the first thing, I'll choose the production tab, and I'm going to do a production issue. I need to issue these items to the order. So I'm going to start with my work order, and I'm going to start with an item. And it tells me that I need 100. Now I have to know where they are, or I can look up the bin, or maybe my paperwork would tell me. So I'm going to scan the dock bin. So I'm going to move over to the dock and scan that. And I have to validate that I'm getting the right batch number. And I'm going to issue that into my production order, all 100. So I've issued that. Now I need a logo. And the bin that that's in, they're at the dock also. And I'm going to issue 100. So now I have my issuing done. You refresh. You can see here that I've issued 100 to the work order. But I still don't have a quantity complete. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Close this and do production receipt. Here's my production order and the batch number. And you can see here I have the first 6 characters are equal to my work order. And then I have today's date. And I'm going to go ahead and enter 100 because that's what I made. And again, I get a label to go on the box or the carton that those t-shirts are going to be in. Now, I will point out that when I set my system up, when I produce my finished good, it's automatically going to send it to the staging area. That's my shipping bin. All right. So as we continue along, it is now time to begin to ship the order, and I will do a sales order delivery. So in this case, I'm going to scan my sales order. I'm going to validate that I'm putting the right item in the box. What if I make a mistake? Again, I get a bad color and a bad sound. So I want to do it right. I want to make sure I get it correct. I do. And again, I need to validate where I'm taking that item. And I'll just scan the staging bin. And it wants the batch. And I'm going to go ahead and ship those items. So I'll say save and post. So when I save and post, my order has gone all the way through its process. And if I go back to the sales order itself, and we'll do a lookup. Sales order 1181. You can see here that it's closed and the number of units are delivered are 100. And we can see here that the connections have been made correctly. So let's finish up with a little bit of cycle counting. We'll go back to business one and we'll look over here under inventory and we'll look at inventory transactions and we'll look at counting, and we want to go to our cycle count document number 1. And you can see here I've got only one item to count. Normally you'd have a large list, and this is the Wisys logo. And you can see here that I've already counted 20. Let's count some more. This really makes it easy to count inventory rather than writing it all down. So what document am I working on? Number 1. I'm going to go out to a bin and I'll go to the doc and I'm going to count the logos. And it shows me that I've counted 20 of those logos. And so I'm going to count 100 more. When I click Save, it's gone ahead and updated the record in B1 automatically. So you can see here, as I refresh the screen, I'm now at 20 plus 100 is 120. So that is our process of transactions with agility for business one.